I basically just built like the hip area. So this here top part is what I'm gonna hook the motor onto. It's gonna give it that like a kicking back and forth, because I don't want just a static prop. I want to have this guy moving around in there and make him a little spookier. So what I'm gonna end up doing, and you'll see later, is I'll have some bigger T sections that'll go up, and that'll go to the rest of the body. That way this will be able to move back and forth. So from there I got my legs, and I did a little knee joint here, and I did it using these little zip ties. I don't know, it doesn't want to focus on there, but just some zip ties. And if you're just getting into hunting, go buy yourself a bag of these zip ties, because they're just really awesome for putting stuff together, like mannequins, or like especially if you want things really loose and moving nice and freely. These zip ties work great. All you gotta do is drill a few holes, and like this is basically one hole through here, one hole through there, zip tie, done. And they're strong, right? Another thing I did was I cut a little notch out of here, so that when the leg is bending, when it's kicking back and forth, it can go all the way back. And but when it comes forward, this little end piece here, this piece here that's sticking up, it'll stop it just like a real knee. So with a little bit of trial and error, this motor isn't working out for me. So I'm gonna have to go with another motor. I'm gonna try a windshield wiper motor next. This motor just moves too slow, and it's got the right range of movement, but it just moves too slowly, and I'm not getting enough movement from it. So on to plan B. So this is working a lot better. I switched out motors, and now I'm using a motor. It's a wiper blade motor. I'm not sure what it's out of. I got it from a buddy who works at a auto records. So basically, this is all I've got, is just what's in my hand here. I kind of built it from the legs up, as you noticed from the first part of the video. I got my legs, and it's not even glued together yet, but I just wanted to test out the motors and stuff. And if I'm holding it, it actually, you can see it kicks pretty good. So this motor is going to work out pretty good, because I'm not going to put a lot of weight on that to use. I'm going to leave those legs pretty freely. They're just going to be covered in some spider web. So yeah, so this is what I've got so far. You can see it just comes up here. I got a bolt through there, and then to the motor here. So I'll continue and show you more later. So I ended up changing this. I used to have a piece of PVC pipe that went from here down to the leg part that kind of kicks, but I went with this little piece of metal. What happened was, when I had it on there, just the turning motion kept tightening up the bolts all the time. So what I've done is I've put a bolt in between where that goes, so that, if I can try and show you here, this here is all kind of loose now. You can see the bracket is loose there, and it's loose on the bottom here. That way it can be free to turn round and round without tightening any bolts and jamming on me, because I had the motor jam on me, and I thought that something was wrong with the motor. I thought the motor seized on me, and so yeah, so I changed this out. I I put this plate in here, this little piece of flat steel, and I think it's gonna work a lot better. She won't jam on me. Now what I'm doing is, this is just coat hanger, and I'm just basically making a rib cage to go around, and I've got some chicken wire that I'm going to start going around to protect the motor, and but this is just going to give it a little bit more stability to so that when this is all dressed up, it's not going to interfere with the motor. And yeah, now I got chicken wire. Now I just got to wrap this. Another thing I did, and I don't know if I'm going to be using it or not, but I thought to be on the safe side, I'm just sticking this this speaker here, just in case I want to try and pump a little bit of audio, maybe some mumbling noises or something. That might be something that I end up using for next year. So anyway, I just put a little, I'm not sure if it's Beavis or Butthead. It's one of those guys. But anyway, I just found that mask and thought it was funny to stick on there. So, but anyway, that's what I got so far. And I'll continue. Oh, I put the pool noodles on its legs just to thicken it up a little bit. So, just kind of add a little to it. And that's it for now. So here I started wrapping them. I bought myself a package of this kind of like quilting material kind of stuff. It's like the stuff that you'd put inside of a quilt. I bought one package, and it was plenty enough to go around and cover this guy. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm not done, but I'm gonna get like the regular spiderweb stuff that you buy and start going all over it. Now I still got to put up my walls. I got like walls that are gonna go, one wall goes around here, and he's gonna be kind of in the corner, and I'm gonna have spider webs that kind of go up against the wall and up onto the ceiling, and so there's gonna be a lot of spider webs, and I'm gonna put a lot more spiders all on the spider webs and all over him. And as you see, I stuck a little hand. I thought it would just kind of look good, and I kind of ripped up a little bit. It's hard to tell. There's like a little bit of a mouth on the mask that I had, and just playing around with different ideas. But anyway, I'll back up here and I'll plug it in here. And you can see what it looks like when he's moving. It's a little bit louder than I wanted it to be. I'm hoping that once I get the other noises from sound effects and stuff going, that it'll work out a lot better. Not really showing up too well on here. But when you're looking at it, you know, with the naked eye, with the human eye, he seems to jerk. He has more of a jerk than what it's looking like on the camera. I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't really look that as good. But anyway, I tried putting shoes on him, and the shoes were just too heavy. I ended up taking the shoes off. So if you look at the bottom, he's just kind of got a sock on the end of his feet there.